right, good afternoon, everybody. I had to make sure I went and stopped the video from playing on YouTube so it doesn't disrupt my stream. So that's why I had that little pause in the beginning. But I want to say good afternoon to everybody. My name is Rashida Strober. I am the world's first and only dark-skinned activist, the inventor, the creator, the designer, the architect of the first platform in history to fight to end what some people would call colorism and what I personally call darkism. I started dark skin activism, the first movement in the world to fight to end colorism and darkism back in 1998, before there was YouTube, before there was social media, before anybody cared to talk about dark skinned females and their issues. I started this movement in 98 at St. Petersburg College while I was an undergraduate student. And I always tell people that dark skin activism actually started from my childhood. And it actually stemmed from the fact that I was always trying to figure out why was I being treated differently for having dark skin and nappy hair. And that is, that's why I started dark skin activism, as it's a quest to discover why, the whys. And another reason why I state this, because I want to be absolutely clear that people understand that there has been so many people on social media since I have brought dark skin activism to social media platforms and the internet that have plagiarized and copied my work and have never given me credit. And that does include, unfortunately, my own Black people that have done this to me. And so I start off all of my lives by letting people know that people have plagiarized and copied me and that I am the originator. Also, I want to ask that everybody go and make a donation to my cause, to dark skin activism. I do not receive the level of donations that I should receive, and I'm asking you guys to please go and make a donation. I have 3 different platforms where you can donate. You can go to my Cash App, and you guys can see that that's on the screen. It's $rashidalala. Once again, $rashidalala. You can also go to my PayPal, which is icecreamladydream@yahoo.com, and make a donation. And I'm going to throw that in the chat. And you can also go to my GoFundMe and make a donation by simply Googling Rashida Strober GoFundMe, but also know that I have the GoFundMe link and all that information in the chat. And your donations go to help me to continue to fight against darkism as the dark skin activist. So also, I want to note that you guys could go to my website, which is darkskinactivist.com. Once again, that's darkskinactivist.com. And you can go and you can download a free ebook copy of my book entitled Darkism, 25 Ways Dark Skinned People Are Discriminated Against. And while you're there, you will be able to see, once you scroll down, you'll be able to see the Cash App and also the PayPal. And I will be mentioning and reminding people to please go and make donations throughout this live stream. Hey, woo woo. I want to say shout out to everybody that's watching. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. One thing I need to get clear before I even start is that white people, non-dark skinned people, mixed race people, biracial people, you need to understand that when I speak out against darkism, when I speak out against colorism, when I speak out against racism, as it pertains to me as a dark-skinned Black female, it has nothing to do with racism. It has nothing to do with disliking you. It has nothing to do with hating you. It has everything to do with defending and speaking out and speaking up for myself as a dark-skinned Black female. Because see, white people, what I noticed is that a lot of y'all do not understand what dark-skinned Black females go through. And a lot of y'all need to understand that when a dark-skinned woman such as myself speaks out against acts of darkism that are committed against me as a Black woman, as it is reflected through the actions of some Black males, it has nothing to do with hating or disliking you. None of that. And I think that it is unfair, and I think that it is selfish for people to try to paint myself in that light, or to try to paint any other dark-skinned woman in that light. white people need to understand that speaking out against acts of darkism has nothing to do with disliking them. If you have not walked in my shoes as a black, dark-skinned female, no one can determine or tell me how to feel when I see black men disowning their own females. No one has that right, because you're not walking in my shoes. You're not a dark-skinned black female. You're not the victim of dark-skinned female oppression. And what you need to understand, that one of the ways that dark-skinned female oppression takes place is when the black man rejects the dark-skinned black nappy-haired female in dating and marriage. In fact, that's one of the biggest acts of darkism, one of the biggest acts of intra-darkism and colorism that is committed against dark-skinned females. And it's sad, because this cycle of self-hatred, which is what it is, continues to operate in 2023. Okay? It continues to take place in 2023. Our black males continue to show dark-skinned females that we are undervalued, that we are not valued. The discrimination of dark-skinned, nappy-headed females continues to take place by our own black men. And by the way, if you cannot make a donation, which I hope every last one of you do, because right now my fundraising goal is to get to $5,000 to help me produce my play, A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge. If you cannot make a donation, I do understand that, but I'm asking you to at least like this video and share this video, and that's free. You don't have to make a donation to do that. That's absolutely free of charge. So make sure you like the video, make sure you share the video, like the video and share the video, because somebody needs to hear this, because apparently a lot of people are not understanding. And what spurred this live today is this prom picture of LeBron James's son and a non-black female who he chose to take to prom. Now, this is discrimination against dark-skinned black females. This is one of many examples. Yes, LeBron James's son making the decision not to take a dark-skinned, nappy-haired female. When I say nappy-haired, understand, y'all, that I am saying nappy hair in a good way. I look at nappy hair as being a good thing. I don't look at nappy hair as being something disparaging. You may look at it that way, but I don't look at it that way. To me, nappy hair is good hair. So when you hear me say nappy haired, I'm saying it in a good way. LeBron James, and some of y'all may say this is old or whatever the case may be, but it just came across my timeline and I just saw it. And when I saw it, I was very disappointed, because one thing about it is I have a lot of respect for LeBron James, and I have a lot of respect for the fact that LeBron James, a wealthy black man, did marry a black woman. And she's not a lighter skinned black woman. You could tell that she's all the way black. You could tell, I think her name is Savannah. You can tell that she's a black woman. Okay. And that's very important, because see, black dark-skinned women, whether they want to admit it or not, we're tired of our black men rejecting us and putting us at the bottom of the barrel when it comes to dating and marriage. And we're tired of all socioeconomic classes of black men not making us their first choice. And so while I respect LeBron James and the family and the life and the legacy that he's built up, I just was in disbelief to see pictures of his son, you know, going to prom and not choosing a dark-skinned, nappy-haired female. And I don't think that you all understand the psychological impact, which is a negative impact that it has on the dark-skinned, nappy-haired female psyche when we see our black males not choose us. Y'all are not understanding that. And if anybody has a problem with what I'm saying, it's because you don't care about how dark-skinned, nappy-haired females feel. You don't care, or you're just in denial, or it could be both. But what I'm here to let you know is that it's wrong. It is wrong. It was wrong for this privileged black man, because he's privileged. He's not in poverty and oppression anymore. His dad is very wealthy. Think about the positive impact that he would have made on the black female, the black psyche in general, had he chosen a black female, namely a dark-skinned black female with nappy hair. But unfortunately, this cycle continues to perpetuate from generation to generation when black men continue to put non-black females over dark-skinned black females. And Woo, I'm reading your comment where you said they say he's with a white girl because he's not around black women, which I don't buy. I don't buy that either. That, my friends, is an excuse. That's an excuse, you know, because this young man is privileged. He has the advantage that a lot of black males do not have. You come from money. You come from privilege. So I am not convinced that he could not have used his resources to be around black women. I'm not convinced. Okay, that's an excuse. And also, while I respect LeBron James and I'm happy that he married a black woman, I also feel that it's also a reflection on LeBron James and his wife, because they could have said, choose a black woman, or a black young lady, a black female. I gotta wonder, because I read somewhere, I think it was the New York Post, I believe, and if I'm wrong, if I'm mistaken, y'all can correct me, that it was his mother that actually shared the photo. So I have to ask some black women and hold some black women accountable to say, why are you not encouraging your black sons to date and marry black females? And I have to believe that there's some selfishness going on the part of some of these black women who have arrived, and you got your black husband already. You got your black men, but aren't you concerned? Do you care about future black wives, little girls that are being born, little black girls that are being born every day? Little black girls, are you not concerned about them because you got yours already? I got mine and you get yours. You black mothers, I got to also hold y'all accountable, because if you're sitting there not encouraging your son, and you know damn well how hard it is for the black woman, you know what we're up against, you know what we face. I've been called ugly, black and ugly since the day I was born. You know better than anybody what we face. And if you're not encouraging your black female, your black male sons to date and marry black females, you're a part of the problem. Good morning, the Faith Factor. Thank you. How you doing? I appreciate that. Me and Elizabeth Jones channel says, are you okay? Well, I'm okay, but I'm not okay. I'm never okay as a dark-skinned black woman facing all the oppression that we face. And it's like, it's continuously thrown in our face, slapped in our face, that we're not good enough. That we're not good enough to date. We're not good enough to take to the prom. I mean, you starting this mess at a young age. All those black female teenagers that are on social media, you think they're not watching this? Do you think that they're not watching this? And it's up to us, adults who understand colorism and darkism and racism, it's up to us to call this mess out. It's up to us to hold other Black people accountable. Yes, LeBron James. Yes, Savannah James. We need to hold y'all accountable for why your son did not choose a Black female. I mean, LeBron James, you married a Black woman. Savannah James, you are a Black woman that is benefiting off of the economic empowerment that LeBron James has provided you. And I'm happy about that. I'm very happy that you, as a Black woman, that a Black man with wealth chose you. Why can't you give that gift of encouragement by encouraging your son to do the same? That's all I'm saying. And I'm not going to sit here and say that we can force our kids to do what we want them to do, because I do understand that as they grow into themselves, they have their own mind. I get that. But still, we can encourage. We can press on, because we know the fight that dark-skinned Black women and Black women in general deal with on a day-to-day basis, always being devalued. We are the most devalued and discriminated women on the planet, the dark-skinned Black woman with nappy hair is. What are we going to do about it? What are we going to do about it? We have the power to do something about it. You know, we have the power to exercise good influence over our children, good influence over our nephews and uncles and, you know, Black male family members. We have the opportunity to exercise some positive influence. And I'm just so tired of people claiming and lying and defaming dark-skinned women like me that speak out against oppressive, in-your-face behavior that devalues us and tells us we're not good enough, we're not pretty enough, we're not worthy enough. And when I stand up and say something about it, it's a problem. Make it make sense. So dark-skinned women are supposed to sit back and watch our men not choose us generation after generation and not say anything? We're supposed to accept that? We're supposed to participate in our own genocide? We're supposed to make excuses? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do my part as a dark-skinned Black woman to keep fighting for dark-skinned females, future dark-skinned females that will become wives and girlfriends. I'm going to fight for them to have successful Black husbands. I'm going to fight for the Black community. I'm going to fight for the Black family. Because when I speak out as the dark-skinned activist and say, hey, Black men, you all need to date and marry your own Black women. When I speak out for them, I'm actually helping to save the Black family. I'm doing my part to save the Black community. And this is why, like I said before, and it bears repeating, this is why the Black community is so messed up, because we think that we're harming ourselves. We think that we're making ourselves look bad to other people because we are encouraging Black male and female relationships. We are encouraging the Black man to date and marry the Black woman and build a Black family. What race would not want to encourage that? I just feel like we're the only race of people that get beat down upon and looked down upon and defamed when we encourage Black male female relationships. It makes no sense. And that to me is darkism in and of itself. If you're mad and angry that I, as the dark-skinned activist, is encouraging the Black man to marry the Black female, particularly the dark-skinned Black female, then you are a darkist. You are a racist. You are a part of the problem because you shouldn't have no problem with that. You shouldn't have no problem with that. You should be in support of that. Woo says they say they pick other women because we have an attitude, but are getting with Spanish with who have a stereotype of having attitude, but it's considered spicy. And you know what? Because they're cloaked in light skin and good hair, they get a pass. That's exactly what's going on, woo. That's the bottom line. That's the elephant in the room that nobody wants to be fucking honest about. A lot of these women have the same so-called bad attitudes. But because they're light skinned, and when I say light skin, I'm talking about all races. I'm not just talking about light skinned black women. I'm talking about white, biracial, Spanish, etc. These women are given a pass because the common denominator is their light skin with good hair. That's why. Light skin with good hair. A light skinned woman, whether she be white, Hispanic, biracial, etc., Asian, she can have an attitude as bad or equal to that of some black women as long as she's light skinned with good hair. She's gonna get a pass. That is motherfucking darkism. I'm trying not to cuss, but this makes me very angry. And every dark skin and every black woman, you should be angry because this is the discrimination that I'm talking about. Stop discriminating against dark skinned women with nappy hair. It's just that simple. Severe self-hate. And then they want to try to sit here and make it seem like it's dark-skinned women and black women, we're not choosing you because of your attitude, but you don't give the same energy to equally bad attitudinal women that have light skin and good hair. Explain that to me. You can't, because you know you can't explain away the darkism. You can't explain away the racism. You can't explain away the colorism, because that's exactly what it is. And I'm just simply on here calling it what it is. And I hope that somebody sit down, LeBron James, his wife, y'all need to sit down and have a talk with your son. Do y'all have any black consciousness at all? It's okay to want to help other people. I'm not opposed to that. But do you have any sense of black consciousness? It's like these celebrities are afraid to like other black people. Y'all are fucking afraid of liking other black people. Explain that. It's like it's a disease to like another black person. That is sick. It makes no sense. And all you doing is you are helping to destroy your own community, because you're just one family among the millions. You're tokens. Yes, and I don't say that in a bad way. I'm saying it because it's true. You're just one token black family that made it through. What about the millions of other black people? People kill me with only being concerned about themselves and their money. Well, I made it through, but you don't give a damn about nobody else. You don't give a damn about, the rest of the little black dark-skinned babies being born every day. The little black dark-skinned female, you don't care about them as long as your motherfucking ass can live good. It's like the way this society is constructed, it's constructed to make black people not want to help other black people, even though you know it's the right thing to do, even though a black person ain't did nothing to you. But you want to please your oppressors by showing them, I'm not going to help these black people. I'm like, I done got this money. I'm a kiki and smile, but I'm going to help everybody, but I'm going to ignore my black people. That's coward shit to me. You're a fucking coward, and I cannot fucking respect black folks that got money in positions of power. I cannot respect you for not helping other black people, your people that you know are oppressed. That's pretty much what I had to say, y'all. Just so tired of it, man. I'm gonna keep speaking out against it. I'm not gonna stop. I don't care who is angry with me. A lot of people have been mad at me over the years because they don't like my dark skin, darkism commentary. They're mad because I'm telling the truth. And usually when people get mad at you, it's because, they're committing this bullshit, darkism. They angry at you for exposing their bullshit. That's why they mad. And they want to shut me up. They don't want me to talk because what I'm saying is a reflection on what the fuck you're actually doing. Everybody, please go make a donation to either my Cash App, my GoFundMe, or my, yes, I'm gonna do that Dominican video. I need everybody to donate to my Cash App, my GoFundMe, or my PayPal. And I'm gonna go ahead and put the Cash App in the description. It is $RashidaLala. Once again, $RashidaLala. And I'm very disappointed, I will say, at the lack of financial support, because I'm actually doing the work. I've been fighting for years, and I do feel like, the lack of financial support is the fact that I am dark-skinned, and, that my dark skin hampers me from people supporting. Yes, I do feel that way. And it's not even that I feel that way. I know it's that way. I have been very discriminated against in my financial fight to end darkism by creating my plays and, producing plays and writing books. The people are not financially supporting me. Yet if I was light-skinned talking about the same thing, like I've seen a couple of videos where there were white women talking about this issue with LeBron James' son, and she got all these views. So dark-skinned women are discriminated against in so many ways, economically, in dating and marriage, in education. But I'm asking those of you to support me. Go make a donation to my Cash App. Hey, too pretty to be petty. To my Cash App, my GoFundMe, or to my PayPal. And my Cash App is $RashidaLala, $RashidaLala. Once again, that's $RashidaLala. My GoFundMe, you can find that real easy by Googling Rashida Strober GoFundMe. I'm also putting the GoFundMe in the chat. You can also find the GoFundMe in the description to this live. You can also make a donation to my PayPal. And I'm putting the PayPal email inside of the chat as well. The PayPal is icecreamladydream@yahoo.com, icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. My fundraising goal is $5,000. You guys could choose whichever one of these financial platforms you want to donate to. You can also find my Cash App, my PayPal, and my GoFundMe in the description to the lives on this video. Okay. You can also find my Cash App, my PayPal, and my GoFundMe by visiting my website, which is darkskinactivist.com, darkskinactivist.com. And while you're there looking for the Cash App to donate to and the PayPal to donate to, if you scroll down, you can also get a free ebook copy of my book entitled Darkism, 25 Ways Dark-Skinned People Are Discriminated Against. And I highly encourage you to go to my website after, you make your donation, or to make your donation, to find, the Cash App and the PayPal, but also to go there and download my book, Darkism, 25 Ways Dark-Skinned People Are Discriminated Against, and read it. Everybody needs to read that book, because again, you can better understand, why do I make commentary like this? Why do I make videos like this? I am fighting against the darkism that I have been experiencing since I came up out of my mama's womb. And dark skin activism needs financial support. Put y'all money where y'all mouth is and support the world's first and only dark skin activists. Do it today. Donate today. Okay. I have to get up out of here, but I thank y'all for tuning in. And make sure y'all like and share this video. And like I said, make sure y'all make donations, financial contributions. Once again, the goal is to raise at least $5,000 for this next production that I have coming up of my play, a performance reading of A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge. I want to thank y'all for watching, and y'all have a wonderful rest of the day.